Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
As the agent for Peyton Ansley John Milton, you are indicating to me that you're quite familiar with Peyton Ansley John Milton, and that's basically you. Is that correct?
I am the agent authorized to represent Peyton Ansley John Milton, as written in all capital letters.
All right, and you understand for my purposes, though that language doesn't make any sense. So
No, I do not.
I understand. Okay, well, I'm telling you that, and so I am. Until you disabuse me of the motion or the notion, I am inclined to believe that you are both the agent and the person. So, and it's in
I'm
all
not a
caps,
person. I am one of the people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. I'm not a person, I'm one of the people. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Happy Thursday. Green Enchilada Thursday. I don't know what else to call it. I'm super excited for today. I still have to run some errands to the store to get everything. But this is going to happen. We are making enchiladas. I think we even have some test subjects to give them to. But the problem is they're going to be ready like at 9 p.m. And their kids are going to be in bed. I'm going to be like, hey, you want some enchiladas? Like, it's 10 o'clock at night. Why are you doing it in my house? I don't know. We think we're going to do it. We think we're going to pull it off. I have to say, the particular family that we are eyeing for possibly giving the enchiladas to, she happens to be Hispanic, and she's an amazing cook. And I did, one previous time, I did a cook-off. Well, sort of like a cooking battle, where I made my best salsa, and she made her best salsa. And her husband was the taste tester. And I nearly caused a divorce because I won. Just for the record, I'm just putting that out there. So there's that. Because he chose, he's like, I'm going to decide who made which salsa. He picked mine as hers because it was so much better. So, maybe the enchiladas is like a peace offering. We might, anyway, we're figuring that out. So, so that's fun. I make a dang good salsa, and we're talking fresh garden salsa.
You look good.
It's yummy. And no, I can't give you the recipe because you sort of go to the store and you're like, what do they have? What peppers do they have? Do they have serranos? Do they have chili peppers? Do they have, if it's only jalapenos, that's going to be awful. I mean, you need some jalapenos, but you can't just do straight jalapenos. Obviously you want some fresh habanero in there to really give it the punch. And sometimes, I've even added radish to the salsa. Sometimes even chopped avocado can be delicious. Fresh ginger's paramount. Always fresh squeezed lime, not from the bottle. Anyway, there's lots. And of course, the key ingredient is your Roma tomatoes. You can't use any other type of tomato. It's got to be the Romas. Anyway, so I'm just getting on board, letting you know I am super excited to cook tonight, and I'll be setting up this camera and that camera, and you don't put milk in your salt. No, Greeners, no. The milk goes in the cup next to the salsa. Drink the salsa, drink the milk. You don't mix them together. Okay. Anyway, love it. Usually when I make salsa, I usually make about a gallon. I know I don't know if that's the proper measurement. I make about a gallon of salsa, which equates to a single serving, and then the regret follows the next day. All right, avocados. Oh, no. Candace, the thing about why people don't like avocados is they don't realize that 9 out of 10 avocados are either not ripe enough or are too ripe. There's a very, very narrow window of time when avocado is just right. And if you've had avocado when it was not ripe enough or too ripe, which is almost all, it's like a little balancing point. It's a fine little line, and it's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. If you've had it on either side, it's disgusting. It's terrible. But right in the middle, it'll change your world. All right, where were we? Welcome. Good to have you here. Happy Thursday. I think we might have some birthdays, but nobody was on the form this morning. We'll see if somebody has signed up. We should get a caller to call in and tell us when to use an avocado so it's ripe enough and not dead. Okay, you can thump a melon. Okay, you can thump a melon. Sometimes you can sniff a cantaloupe, and you can tell what's right. You have to squeeze the avocado, but you're not pulverizing it. Okay, this is not a grip test. It also is not a battle of wills. Okay, you're not like exerting everything. You've got to squeeze the avocado to understand how ripe it is without bruising it. Think of it like that. So it's a fine art. It's probably one of the most difficult things I do when involving food is determining if an avocado is ripe. And if you find one that's overripe, the only thing you can do is put it back on the shelf. First of all, because when you squeezed it, it probably got all over your hand. And you don't want that one because it's broken. Second of all, you can't go back in time. If you get one that's underripe, you can say, all right, I'm willing to hold on to this one and wait until it's ready, because they will get ready. They'll ripen on the shelf. But it happens quick. It happens quick. All right, Dale, member for 22 months. I'm not sure why we're talking about avocados right now. Yes, we were talking about food. I am so excited to make enchiladas today. I hope it works. I hope I'm able to get enough tech out there to make my kitchen a showroom. And Mrs. R.A. has already told me I've got to clean everything, and maybe even repaint. Dale says, hi, friends. I've been lurking for a few weeks due to moving. Oh, man, that's crazy. Happy to be back while I unpack my stuff. That only takes a couple years, Dale. You're going to do great. You're going to do great unpacking. We're barely unpacked. We've been here for like 6 years. So it'll be fine. All right. Welcome. Does anybody do I have to call you? Hang on. I don't know if I've got, I do. I've got the right plug. I can take calls. I have the phone and everything today. Will you share the recipe if it goes? I'll share it if it doesn't, either way. Because one way you're going to be like, I want to make those. And the other one is like, I need to have this saved so I never make that mistake again. So I'll share it either way. Looks like the dumbbell trial, Daybell, wrapped up the whole enchilada and closing arguments on Monday. Did she rest? Is she going to change her mind? Is she going to testify? I missed the end of the day. I was gone, so I need somebody to fill me in.
From Tisha S.
Tisha, how are you doing?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great. What did I say wrong that you're going to correct me on really quickly?
Chat's not on screen and it's bothering me.
Okay.
And I've been jumping up and down and yelling in chat for like 5 minutes.
So after I answered the call, that's the first thing I did was put it on screen because I still have to.
You did.
I have to give away the internet to greeners.
Okay.
Do you want to give the internet to greeners?
Greeners.
We've never had a caller give away the internet. Can you go ahead and just make that official?
I get to give away the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Okay. Greeners, you are the internet winner today. We are all counting on you to keep the internet running. Congrats.
There you go. Greeners, it's official.
There you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. It's a huge load off my shoulders, having to give that away.
You're
every
welcome.
morning, so.
Hey, I've got chat on screen. I gave away the internet. I mean, I could just run the stream today, I guess.
Might as well. Who needs me, right? Who needs me?
I got it all covered, except I have an interview in 2 hours, so I should probably let you cover the stream.
Can you tell us generally what type of job you're looking for?
Well, it's actually 2 different jobs with the same company, so I'm just hoping I get one of them.
You must really like
it's for 1-800-MEDICAL. No, I just really need a job.
Okay. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. You're going to do great. I mean, listed on your resume is like, I can do all. I gave away the internet this morning. I mean, This job is nothing.
I'll tell them
compared to
that.
Yeah. So.
I'll let them know in my in my interviews this morning that I got to give away the internet, and I bet that gives me a leg up.
It'll give you something. So, we're excited for you. I hope you get the job, and call us with the good news when it happens, because it sounds like they're going to love you. So have a great day.
I'll let y'all know.
All right.
You too.
We'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
That's awesome. Good luck to you. Good luck, and thanks for giving away the internet. Greeners, congratulations, my friend. I'll put you on chat on screen even. There you go. All right. All right. I'm really excited. I'm normally this excited because we're having a podcast, and I'm devastated that we're not. Thomas is going to be in the air while I'm making enchiladas, and yeah, it's going to be. I'm sad that we don't have a podcast, but we do have a cooking show tonight. Do we want to name the cooking show in case it becomes a thing? I'm pretty sure I can only convince Mrs. R.A. once to let me set up all my gear in the kitchen, like as far as cameras and everything. What time does the cooking show start? I'm aiming for 8 p.m. just like the podcast, which is late because now I have to eat spicy enchiladas right before bed, which is, I've heard you're not supposed to eat after 8 or something like that, but I mean, they didn't tell me that till like last week. So my whole life I'm a big fan of like a midnight pizza. So that could explain everything. Can somebody give me the rundown on Lori Vallow? I heard the state rest. I heard up to where the state rests. But Cook and Court, I like that. Cook and Court, Cookery Addict, Cooking with R.A. She wanted to rest. Does she know what resting means? Did the judge have to explain that means you're done? You don't get a chance to maybe we'll put Tums in the enchiladas. Maybe that'll just solve everything. Just one fell swoop. Cooking is a crime. Called it. Cooking is a crime. Go earlier than that. No one minds. We might be able to do it earlier, depending on when we end. I still have to figure out the green chilies, if we're able to get some fresh green chilies, or if I have to go with the best brand name green chilies I can find in a can, which I don't want to do. So here's my plan. Today, we have a Lowe's Foods that just came in Greenville, not far away, a few miles down the road. Lowe's Foods has been phenomenal at getting those hard-to-find peppers for me. So that's my go-to store when I'm making a salsa, because they have the ones that nobody else has. They have the serranos, and they have the habanero, the fresh habaneros and things, where a lot of other stores just have like jalapenos and bell. And you can't make, I know they're nice, but you can't make a dish out of just those. Kitchen confidential. We won't tell the Ritters that we're stealing their name. Let's see. Judge and jury cooking trial. Just DoorDash Taco Bell, says Burley. Might be with the end result. Greeners, Greenville, Greenest Chilies. Buffer. Oh, Sixfold, thank you very much for doing this, first of all. We do have a couple birthdays. Let's sing first, and then we'll talk about where we're going today and what we're going to do, because we're holding off. So, isn't Lowe's a hardware store? It is, but it's Lowe's Foods. It's like a complete different store. Different owners. Very, very, very different. Here, everyone stand up. Take a deep breath. Shoulders back. Project your voice to the back of the room. Blend your voice with your neighbors. Warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. Beautiful. I like the fade out. We're going to sing to Charlie and Universa Uniden. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlie and Universa Uniden. Happy birthday to you. If anyone else has a birthday, you've got to out it right now. Right now. Or we're going to miss it. Univin? Oh, sorry. We're going to sing it again. Universa, we've got to get it right on your birthday. Unidin's a good brand of radio, though. Like they make police scanners and everything. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Universa Univin. Happy birthday. birthday to you. Sorry about the typo earlier, but it happens sometimes. Carrie, happy birthday tomorrow. Sorry you're going to miss it. Maybe we'll put you on the list. Happy birthday to Sparky. Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Happy birthday, Sparky.
Happy birthday. You look good.
Unit radios are always on my brain, says Sixful. All right. I think we got everybody on the birthday list. Even Judge Fleischer weighed in. What is this? Who made this comment? Did I make that? You're not looking good? How rude of me. I need to fix that. Last verse for the dancers. Go big with those high kicks. Happy birthday on Saturday, Angela. We'll sing to you tomorrow. Drum solo coming. Okay, here we go. Everyone grab your air drum stick. Sit down to your air drum set. Finish off the song in a big way. Beautiful. Happy birthday to our birthday people. I realize there are a million places you could be, a million people you could have been with, but you chose to be here with us. Charlie and University Univen. Happy birthday. The privilege, the pleasure, the honor is ours. Hopefully we can make your day a little more specialer. Begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Andy's Grill, Tammy Dunlap's, and Bob Evans. There we go. All right. Not relevant recipes. That's a good one. That's a good name. Isn't tomorrow a public holiday? It sort of is. Sort of. Someone was a beat off, says Greeners. You would know. You're tracking everything on the internet. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm super excited. Tammy Dunlap, she's like, I'm here. Pancakes are ready. Swing by anytime. I'm super excited to make enchiladas. I need to do a couple things. I need to find a slimming apron that's clean. A slimming apron. Let's see who's on the phone here.
Call from Master Eden.
Master Eden. Okay, hang on. Master Eden, how you doing, my friend?
How you doing? I may have the perfect name for you. Hopefully you might like it.
I'll
go in.
Let me get my pencil and paper ready.
What about, okay, RA's Courtroom Cooking.
Courtroom Cooking. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's on the list.
All right.
Master Eden, thank you very much. Appreciate the name.
No problem.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay.
Awesome. It's on the list. I did reach out to Lawyer Lee over Twitter, which she doesn't use a ton, so I'm not sure if she saw it. But I'd say I'm making these enchiladas and I'm winning your contest. So we're doing this. Husband just got back from the shop with beef and horseradish crisps. They're a lot more tangy than I was expecting. Beef and horseradish. The fact that you call them crisps gives away a little bit of where your location is. That would put you probably in the UK, I would guess, or maybe, I don't know, Canada. Does Canada do crisps? Snow this morning in Idaho Falls because that's the way we roll. On my way to see Neurodoc in Chapel Hill, I saw there will be a pickle festival in Mount Olive on April 26th. Mount Olive, there is a Mount Olive pickle company. So they are literally the delicious dishes with big dill. Yeah, that's pretty good too. There's some great names. Let's see. He went all out today. Now I have a leg strainage. That's like workers' comp coverage. Just file a claim, Samantha. We should be covering that under workers' comp. Are you making some jail moonshine to go with the enchiladas? I wasn't planning on it. What was the name of the juice we had? We were gonna make throat punch. We're gonna make throat punch juice to go with the enchiladas. That's Mrs. R.A.'s specialty, is the throat punch. She announced that earlier. So throat punch with for the beverage, and then the killer enchiladas. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's a match made in heaven. Let's see. I still like the name of Proce Enchiladas. That is good. That is good. My coworker asks me at least once a week who I'm singing happy birthday to. It's like, who do you know that has so many birthdays? White sauce or red sauce enchiladas? Oh, I think I have to do green. And it's not my favorite. I would prefer red myself. I love the tomato base. Anything tomato based when we're talking Mexican food is top of the list. But green chili enchiladas with tomatillos, I think that's what I have to do. Ivy, Lori starts late in the day. So think after lunch. That's when they normally start. I still want a Lori update. I would love one. Apple Treasure, welcome. If somebody can give us a quick call on the burner phone and let us know what happened after the state rested last night, that would be great. I wasn't able to hang around with Squeegee of Justice as long as I had hoped. Let's see. Death Row Enchiladas. We might need a cooking song. We might have to make one. Okay, phone's ringing. This might be our update.
Call from Apple.
Apple Treasure, how are you doing?
I'm great.
Great. Do you happen to have an update for us on Lori Vallow? What happened after the state rested yesterday?
Yes, the judge asked if the defense was ready, and she consulted her team and said that she would like to wait until Monday and decide if she was going to rest. And the judge said that was okay.
This is hilarious. Okay, first, that means we're not having any Lori Vallow today or tomorrow.
Jury instructions today.
Oh, they're just gonna, but they're not giving it to the jury. It'll just be going over
Right.
the instructions.
They'll be going on. The jury doesn't have to come back till Monday.
Do you think she's got anybody? Is there anyone that was? I mean, she sent out a stack of subpoenas, right, including her dad, and nobody could get served. I guess everyone went to Hawaii to hide. Guess where they got that, Lori? So everyone's avoiding their subpoenas, and all it is does she want to testify? And I ask this honestly: what does she have to lose?
True.
She could get up there and basically redo her opening statements. But the judge will not let her testify in narrative form. He says it has to be a question and answer. And her counsel will be asking the questions. Questions have to be submitted beforehand. Counsel will ask the question, then she answers. So
I'm interested to see what she's going to do.
It's going to be crazy. The trial's almost over. I mean, we might have a verdict before Karen Reed starts on Tuesday, which is wild. Technically, she rested, then asked to make the final decision on Monday. She might change her mind.
We'll see.
Oh, here's the link I need. Okay, I need to shut this off for a second. Apple Treasure, thank you very much for the update. I appreciate that. That's what I was looking for.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking my call.
Anytime. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm on Apple Treasure's Great Enchilada Contest. Let's see. 16 recipes that are criminally delicious. Oh, she's already got, the polls are already up. I'm late. Holy cow. 5 whole chicken breasts, 12 corn tortillas, 1 can mushroom soup. We've got this one 10-ounce can of Old El Paso red enchilada. That is a good brand. I like Old El Paso. 3 cups shredded deli rotisserie chicken. Okay, she went the right way with the chicken on that one. She did just cheddar and Monterey Jack instead of like a Mexican blend. Bev's not that Bev enchiladas. Lots. Flour, chicken broth. Oh, they're making the sauce from scratch. This is pretty good. That's enchiladas con pollo. 4 cups cooked diced chicken breast. I don't like diced. I like shredded better than diced. Man, they've got 3 polls going on. Tanya's pluck it first enchiladas. Boil a chicken slow, the whole thing, plucked. I use some salt, pepper, hot pepper, and that's throw a live chicken in the pot is basically how that one started. Juan's tortilla de hun enchiladas, ex parte pepper jack enchiladas. Good names here. Truth or I dare you enchiladas. Where's the I dare you part? I don't see. There's no heat in there. There's no heat. You got two 4-ounce cans of chopped green chilies. There's no heat there. There's nothing I dare you about it. Oh, man. Possession is 9/10 of the sauce. That's a good one. Man, they've got some good recipes over there. Zombies are everywhere. Green chili chicken enchiladas. Not for the faint of heart recipe. It's got eye of newt and toe of frog in this one. Let me read this number 16. Imelda's. I'm on Lawyer Lee's Substack page. Let me see if I can show you this real quick. Hang on. Let's go full screen. Let's go right there. Ready? I know it's a little small. Maybe we can zoom in a tiny bit. Where's my key to zoom? I think it's this one. There we go. Old family recipe, originally made by my great uncle Willie Shakespeare. This is how he wrote it. Double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble, fillet of fenny, snake, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth, boil and bubble, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble, cool it with the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. I think that's the recipe that Lori was using. So, there's that one. I don't think that's the winner. It's cool, but I don't think that one is going to win. So, all right, where did chat go? I lost us. Just 1 second. All right. There we go. Top chat, live chat. Ours are better than all those. I'm not knocking any of them, but ours are better. Okay, we're gonna do some actual court watching here really quickly. If you'll wait for just one moment. This guy's taking forever. Hold on. Okay. Almost there.
See, are dismissed. Now, can they pay that in a week?
Yes, Your Honor.
April 24th. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. People against Brandon Lee Robinson. File 24454. Good morning, Mr. Gates.
Good morning, Judge. Can I get Brandon Robinson?
Ma'am, would you please come up here? Do you mind? You don't have to. I just want to have you come up and tell me their name, if you would, and then I can get you out. You can right over there at that microphone, ma'am. Your name?
Lauren Weisenstein.
So I've read this report, Mr. Gates. Your client's not here?
No, he's not here yet, Judge.
Well, I'm not gonna make the victim wait around. That isn't fair to her.
I can try to give him a call, Judge.
Now, you know what? He had an attitude last time, as I recall. You know, I don't know why we have to remind people. I'm gonna get her out of here. Defendant failed to appear. Victim's mother here. Bench warrant to issue. 7,500. It's got quite a record, huh?
Yeah,
quite a record. 7,500%. Ma'am, would you go down and tell them I want you notified when he's back here?
Okay.
Okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
They got this reduced to disorderly conduct.
She's not okay.
You go down there and tell her, maybe you can give her your number so you can know.
The Rockford detectives got her information, Judge.
All right.
I think they've been in contact with her several times.
All right, ma'am, you're all set. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
For the record, it's 9:32. Defendant Simpson was scheduled for 8:30 when he neglected the show. Against Alan James McKee. 25R51419. Defendant failed to appear is responsible as charged. Responsible. Failure to appear. Default judgment center. Plaintiff against defendant Marcus Telford, 11 Fuller, 240-14674A. And it's just an A file. Can you call in? We need somebody over there. Beth, I don't think Beth is in here. Your name?
Marcus Telford, Robert Fuller.
Michael A. Carmen, B73824, on behalf of defendant, Your Honor.
Okay. You handed up your appearance?
I did.
Where'd you put that to?
He left it down here, Judge.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, Mr. Carmen, just give me 1 second. Your client is charged with violation of probation. He has one prior technical violation, and this is essentially 7 more. Failure to refrain from consuming alcohol, failure to submit to soberly blows at 8 a.m. on March 28th. Failure to appear for weekly testing on March 31. Failure to submit to a soberly blow on April 3rd at 4 p.m. Failure to refrain from consuming alcohol. Testing positive on a soberly blow on April 3rd. Failure to submit to a soberly blow at 8 p.m. on April 4th. Failure to submit to another soberly blow at 12 p.m. on April 5th. So, Mr. Carmen, how is he going to proceed?
Your Honor, count 1 is going to be not guilty in part and guilty in part. Count 2 is.
Hang on a second. Let me make sure I understand. What? All I'm going to deal with on that, I'm not going to, these all arrives on the same transaction. Is he pleading guilty to submitting a soberly blow that was positive on March 22nd or 25?
That portion of it is
not guilty?
Yes, that is for the 8 a.m. blow.
Okay.
And then the fail to submit, the subsequent ones would be guilty.
Okay. Phone. Where's the phone? You gotta remove the phone from the building, sir. No, I want it out of the building.
That means you have to go out with it for a little bit.
What about count 2?
That's going to be not guilty, Your Honor.
Why don't we just go? Why don't we just have him installed? Your name?
That's what on count three, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear affirmative penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry, can we just confirm two people are not guilty on counts 1?
Go.
Just through all of it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so taking a look at count 1, failed to refrain from consumption and or possession of alcohol. The defendant submitted to soberly blow at 8 a.m. on March 22nd, 2025, with results of 0.079 BAC. Defendant failed to submit to subsequent blows at 8:15 a.m., 8:45 a.m., 9:15 a.m., 9:45 a.m., 10:15 a.m., 10:45 a.m., and 12 p.m. The next blow is at 2:28 p.m. with 0.0 results for BAC.
So he's sobered up.
Count 2 failed to submit to soberly blows at 8 a.m. on March 28th. He then failed, count 3, failed to submit to weekly chemical testing at DNA at March 31st, 2025 via DNA. Count 4 fails to submit to sober link blows at 4 p.m. on April 3rd of 2025. Count 5 failed to refrain from consumption or possession of alcohol. The defendant submitted to sober link blows at 5:02 p.m. on April 3rd with results of 0.072 BAC. Defendant failed to submit to subsequent blows at 5:17 p.m., 5:47 p.m., 6:17 p.m., 6:47 p.m., 7:17 p.m., and 7:47 p.m. Next blow was at 8:07 p.m. with 0.0 results for BAC. Count 6 failed to submit to sober link blows at 8 p.m. on April 4th, 2025. Count 7 failed to submit to sober link blows at 12 p.m. on April 5th, 2025.
Do you have any questions over Mr. Kerman?
I would ask with regard to the 322, the 8 a.m. on 322. That was a Saturday, I believe.
I like the cooking conspiracy.
If there was a positive blow, does the sober link prompt him for a reblow at a certain time?
Correct. Anytime there's a positive test on a sober link device, it'll always prompt you for a retest, and it'll continue to prompt you for a retest up to 10 times until either the device is negative, or if it continues testing, it'll time out after 10 times of positive testing.
And at what intervals?
I believe the intervals, if I take a look at the times, are 30-minute intervals.
Okay, so if he had a positive blow at 8 a.m., it would have prompted him to retest at 8:30?
Correct.
But here it says, submit to subsequent blows at 8:15, 8:45, and then et cetera in half-hour increments.
Correct. It's generally the half-hour increments on the time for it. Again, we always tell defendants anytime there is a positive test, always submit to the reblows, because if it is an environmental factor, those reblows will be zeros if it was an environmental factor.
Okay, so then 15-minute, but it looks like in this case it wasn't prompted after half hours, 15 minutes.
Correct.
Okay, could that be contributed at least in part by environmental factors?
What do you mean by the testing times?
Yeah, for that he was prompted 15 minutes later instead of
I
half
could
hour.
be incorrect about the testing times. The sober link device and the sober track have different times on them, so I could be incorrect on the testing times, but it will always reprompt you up to about 10 times generally.
Okay. Okay. So that'd be consistent with him blowing zeros at 2:28.
Correct.
Okay. And then also, with that day was a Saturday, well, I guess I should say that for my explanation, not really a question. So the question is that.
Does your client wish to testify?
Marcus.
You talk to your lawyer first.
Does he wish to testify? All you had to do was blow in the wristwatch, right? He's carrying a sober link on his wrist, and he has to just every 15 minutes because it was positive. It tested positive. If it was a mistake,
Yes, I wish to testify.
Raise your right hand. Some swear to affirm the penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings be the whole true self you got.
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
I think ask any questions, Mr. Kerman.
Yeah. So Mr. Fuller, and again, I'm looking at some of the notes you sent me. We've So you sent me some feedback and addressed 1 through 7, and I'm looking at that right here. Okay. So you said you didn't drink at all on 3/22.
I did not.
Correct. But later that Saturday, you were doing the court to work program.
Yes, sir.
As for this case.
Yes.
Okay. So is that why you failed to submit to those subsequent blows?
Yes.
Do you remember about what time you were doing the court work program?
Court work program started. The doors opened at 8:15, and I didn't leave until 1:30.
Okay. And what were you doing in the work program that day?
I was outside doing yard work.
Okay. So you didn't have your sober link with you?
My sober link was in my coat, but it was hotter that day, so I didn't wear my coat. And I didn't have my phone or my watch.
But when the work program was over, you submitted to a blow about 2:28. Does that sound right?
Yes, that's the time that I got back to my house.
Okay, have you consumed any alcohol that day?
Oh, I did not.
Or the previous night?
No, I did not.
Okay. There was a couple, failed to submit to sober link blows. One was on March 28th. One was on, April 3rd. And I believe there was another one on April 3rd that said failed to submit. Were you having any problems with your SoberLink device?
April 3rd, which one was, what day was that?
I don't know offhand.
Well, today's the 17th, so that would have been 2 weeks ago today. Up to 2 weeks ago.
And what time was the April 3rd one?
Would have been, what was that? Yes, April, yes, 4 p.m. And also March 28th, 8 a.m.
Yeah, the April 3rd one, 4 p.m. I submitted the test. I missed the 4 p.m. and I submitted at 5. That one was my fault. I woke up too late. I was rushing to get to work. I woke up around 4:30 and.
How long does it take to blow in a sober link?
For some of the other ones, for the other some that it says failed to submit, were you having any problems with the device?
Yes, on some of the other ones, I did have problems with the device. It would freeze up or be non-responsive. And I did talk to the SoberLink place, and she called me about the payment. She said sometimes it does that, and I'll just have to wait a few moments, and the device will be responsive again.
Okay, so you say the SoberLink place was at house arrest?
Yes.
That's where you got it, right? And you talked to a representative from there?
Yes, she called me about the payment, and I spoke to her then about it.
Okay, about the, I guess, recalibrating the device?
Yeah, she didn't tell me. Well, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's called.
Okay, so in instances where that would happen, would you give it some time and then it would work?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Fuller, in the dates alleged going back to March 22nd, have you drank any alcohol?
No.
Have you been around any environmental factors that could possibly result in a positive test?
No.
You ever drink any NyQuil or mouthwash or any of that?
I haven't drank NyQuil or any mouthwash.
You drink
when you're
NyQuil
at
and
work,
mouthwash?
what hours do you work?
I work from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Okay, and has that resulted in you missing any blows?
Yes, sometimes I don't get a break because I'm a team leader and I have to work through my breaks sometimes.
Are you allowed to carry the SoberLink on your person at work?
No. Yeah, it stays in my locker with my belongings.
And you said you work Monday through Friday, 6 to 5?
Yes.
Okay, as a team leader.
See what the
So
judge
questions
thinks
I
about
have
this.
Any other questions of him?
No, you're.
Any other witnesses?
No, sir.
Any argument?
Just that, especially for court work program, they do allow all defendants to keep their SoberLink device on them for court work program. And again, court work program, he was here on March 22nd for court work program and didn't complete his day here. Again, he did test at 8:30. We require everyone to be here at 8:30. So when he tested at 8 a.m., when he tested, it was tested positive. The device would have prompted him and said to retest. So he still would have had time to retest prior to needing to be inside the courthouse for court work program. And again, the court officers will allow the device on them at all times.
No, Your Honor.
Anything else?
Your Honor, I would just like the court to again know that my client does, I mean, he's got a really good job. He's a team leader at the Dearborn Truck Plant, as you can see on his jacket. He recently took in his sister and her 3 young kids living with him. She's here today, as her support. We're asking to give him, I know it's asking a lot, Your Honor, but to give him another crack. I mean, he'll be on a very, 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 very short leash, but any incarceration can result in him losing his job.
Court finds you guilty of all 7 counts. Court finds he was consuming alcohol, which gave rise to the test on March 22nd and 25 with the tune of 0.079, and he failed to submit the subsequent blows. The fact that he's telling me that it was hot and he didn't want it in his coat, he didn't have it, didn't have his coat, and therefore the SoberLink wasn't with him. That's his fault, not ours, not anybody else's. He also failed to submit to a SoberLink blow, I find, at 8 a.m. on March 28th. Failed to appear for the weekly testing on March 31. with DNA, failed to submit to a sobering blow at 4 p.m. on April 3. Consumed alcohol, giving rise to positive test on April 3rd of 25, and then he failed to submit, ironically again, to all subsequent blows. And then he failed to, and I say ironically, I mean, it's just pretty obvious what's going on here. And then he failed to submit to a sobering blow at 8 p.m. on April 4, and again at 12 p.m. on April 25. Court finds defendant guilty on all counts. I'm more troubled by it is he's sitting there and he's giving me all these excuses and he's testifying under oath. And that's a problem. That's a massive, massive problem. It is. It's a big problem. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
No, I'm saying you won't speak.
No, I don't. I don't think what you incriminate yourself anymore than you already have. You can't just come in here and say I didn't drink. And give me all these excuses as to why you didn't blow. If you want, I'll put you on the alcohol test. You won't have to worry about it. Why don't you give them a price differential? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's more, right?
I'm sorry.
It's more.
Yes, it is.
Than the other soda.
And it's more per day as well.
Right. You want to do that? You want to do an alcohol tether? Then you don't have to worry about blowing. You're just going to keep it on all tethers.
Judge, for that alcohol tether, it's gonna be $100, or the tether, yes, it's gonna be $100 to roll, and it's $10 per day.
You, is that voice?
Yes, yeah, I'll anything.
Listen, don't come in here and tell me you want to drink. Run a roll. Run a roll. This is something here. I can forgive mistakes. I can't forgive dishonest. I cannot forgive dishonest. Why? Under oath. You almost just talked yourself into going to jail. I don't know if I would have done that.
So you gotta take your hat off.
Judge not happy. Thinks he got.
Your Honor, if he's willing to get the tether today, maybe we can put this schedule this for a sentencing. See how he does with it. If there's any positive readings, the court take that into consideration. And increase his AA appearances as well.
It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. John, doesn't see what anything supposed to do. He's section on February 5. You got 7 counts. When he pled guilty, when he was found guilty back on February 27th, can you tell me what that was for?
What?
I'm talking about probation violation.
So that was for testing positive at DNA Center for.
Oh, yeah, the artificial penis.
Yes.
Listen. Is that what you want to do? You give somebody else a job? How much you make?
$36,000.
Oh, wait, here's the pond. I might go over there.
I might have to go over there. The judge says $36,000 a year. I'll take it.
Coming up with these stories.
You want to lose your job?
And again, you're looking at me like I can't add 19 and 6 without a calculator.
Judge is not buying this. He's seen this before.
Great, this. do you think?
Judge
Maybe maybe you can go talk to a kindergarten class and you can convince them. I don't know what to tell you. The more I hear on this, the worse it's got.
Judge is very quiet today as well, which makes it hard to pick up the audio, but
Well, you clear all of your warrants. You're supposed to do that by March 3rd. Did you do that?
No, I mean, I didn't have.
You know what? I think I should just come over there and you can come with the robe on and you can make your own decisions here.
let's switch places. You be the judge, because apparently what I say doesn't matter. Love this sparkling ice stuff.
Are you in treatment?
Yes, sir.
It's not helping.
So he's got warrants that he hasn't cleared up. He's missed like 7 different SoberLink check-ins.
What's the strange, still also
That's right. He's tested positive multiple times. Failed to do the follow-up blows to make sure it was correct. Has a million excuses.
Shame on me for not sending you to jail for trying to fraud the testing facility.
Shame on me for not sending you to jail. He still might change his mind.
Realize you just committed perjury? I don't want you to answer that. I want you to answer. Do you realize you just committed perjury? I don't want you to answer that. You just committed perjury.
Lawyer's like, don't move a muscle. Don't make a sound. Don't say a word. You stand there like a statue.
You're paid additional costs $50. You're to be on a screen tether first day following release from jail. You're to test weekly for 3 months, then bi-weekly. What am I missing? Am I missing anything?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
You're to serve 7 days jail starting right now. 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court of
Your Honor, would you consider letting him spend the weekend, next weekend, so he doesn't lose the job? Please.
I don't have anything to do with where they sent him. Brownstown doesn't take weekend. I can't do it.
Brownstown doesn't take weekend prisoners.
Lisa, would Brownstown send him to Flat Rock by chance?
They might. I can double check if you want.
Why don't you check and let me know?
Okay, give me a second.
Your Honor, I know we've made similar weekend big jail arrangements before.
Honestly, I should give him an extra. Don't push him. The guy he's a liar. Don't push him. Have a seat over there and I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know that I'm even inclined to let you do weekends even if I can.
I appreciate the court's consideration. Thank you.
Michael Richard Clark Jr. 25F243395.
Sentence him to 7 days beginning right now, he said. That's a wake-up call.
Clark, wanting your name?
Morning, it's Michael Richard Clark Jr.
All right, you are going to plead guilty to talk to the prosecutor and you are going to plead guilty to the ad come about hearing voluntary, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, your possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, and $60 community service, or costs of all, license suspension, or revocation in accordance with your record. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon the record. If this is the first offense, it does not need to be immobilized. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Looks like he hurt his wrist. He's got a cast on his left arm. Wonder if he got in a wreck.
You have a right to a lawyer. If you want, I'll give you. Okay, when you want politics, that's do you understand?
I understand, sir.
You want a lawyer.
No.
You charge operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on March 22 of 25?
Yes, sir.
2:29 in the morning in Gibraltar near a church in Flat Rock?
Yes, sir.
Did you drink alcohol before?
Yes, sir.
What did you drink and how much did you drink?
It was Rockabilly's on Jefferson, Rockabilly's bar. I had at least 5 or 6 beers over the course of the night.
Would your ability to operate the motor vehicle impaired due to consumption of the alcohol?
Yes, sir.
In what way?
He's telling the truth.
I was speeding 35 and 25.
You think you were doing that at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
I would say so, sir.
Did you take a breathalyzer or a blood test?
I took a breathalyzer on the scene.
And were the results 0.128?
Yes, sir.
Well, you also took one at the station, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think that was 10123. I think it was down a little bit at the station.
Okay. And you agree that that was an accurate reading? Any reason to dispute that?
No.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
This guy's
Please accept the document.
everything.
Here. You would know you watched the minutes. We're free for screening and assessment. You'll be screened and assessed today. You're sentenced at a later time. Again, no alcohol, no drugs. How old are you?
Just turned 25.
Do you work?
Yes, sir.
Where at?
Freeport aggregate.
No alcohol, no illegal drugs. And free for screening and assessment. We're gonna give you a sentence date, okay?
Okay.
Lisa, give me a date if you would know more of this, all right?
Yes, sir.
Seem like a nice kid. You shouldn't be in here.
You want to try court to school?
I thought about it, trying to figure out if we can get a couple better ones.
This isn't a good one.
Okay, May 1st at 10:30.
Can I ask you a question? I have a go to school program. Did you hear me talking to the other guy about it?
A little
In
bit.
Trenton High School, there's going to be 250 to 300 kids. I'm not going to lie, it's more embarrassing. I will give you, if you do that, credit for any local work or community service. You're not doing what you can.
Right.
Okay? Would you consider doing that?
Is that, what would the schedule on
That would
that?
be May 1st.
That's just one, that would just be one day.
You're just going to get sentenced at the school.
Oh, I got you. I understand now. Okay, yes. Yeah.
You'll do that?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
May 1st at 8:30. I want you to leave my judicial clerk your number because I might have you come in after and not do it there, but it's at Trenton High School. She'll give you a map. She'll give you the notice. Please be there promptly at 8:30 so you get started time, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
He completely owned
So
it.
you're gonna go down the hall, get your notice, and then over to probation where you're gonna fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
For the public
David
flogging.
James Thomas. 1-8T-6315-20A. Is Mr. Thomas here?
He's on Zoom.
Mr. Thomas.
Judge, he's on Zoom.
Your name?
David Thomas?
All right. And your name is Jay.
Good morning, Judge. Master Gate on behalf of Mr. Thomas.
You, Did he host?
I believe he did, Judge. He was picked up a couple days ago, and I believe he posted a bond. Isn't that correct, sir?
Yes.
So he's gonna plead to allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Why is he on Zoom? Did I give him permission to do that?
I don't know, Judge.
Why are you on Zoom and not in here?
The officer that gave me all the paperwork said that I had to be on Zoom at 9 a.m. He gave me all that paperwork, and it just mentioned to be on Zoom.
Judge, the jail paperwork states Zoom, but we didn't know he posted. So they probably gave him a copy of that.
All right. Do we have a bond receipt, Lisa?
No, we have not received the bond yet.
All right, so if you plead guilty to allowing a licensed driver to drive, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs for all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court. Bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge of allowing unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you in control of a 2004 Chevrolet that was being operated on Portner West in Trenton, November 25 of 18?
Yes, sir.
Allowed somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and was that somebody you?
Yes.
Are you on probation?
I think so. Yes.
You think
Were you on probation in November of 18 for any reason?
I think I might have been. I'm not honestly positive. I thought I was done by then, but yeah, I probably was.
Yeah. I'm asking you right now if you were on probation in November of 18, and are you still on probation for that offense?
I'm not on probation anymore, no. But I was then.
Is that case closed?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Except your plea, I find it to be an accurate plea to allow an unlicensed driver to drive the suspense dismissed. He's also got this other case.
Yeah, the other no insurance, Judge. He's ready to plead guilty on
You're going to plead guilty to failure to pay, is that right?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty to failure to pay $317, you could get 32 days, 1 day for every $10 owed. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So he's got all these driving offenses. He shows up to court in his car.
The reason Mr. Thomas did not show up back in 2018.
Well, let's talk about that in a second. Okay. The charge you failed to pay $317, how do you plead? Sir, how do you plead to that?
Oh, guilty.
Did you fail to pay?
Actually, I was wondering if I could do like
did you fail to pay the fine when you were?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes.
Okay. Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right. Accept that plea. You want to tell me now why he hasn't been here for 7 years?
Yes, sir. According to Mr. Thomas, at the time back in 2018, he had a really bad drug problem. He was in the process of trying to get clean. So there was a lot of things that kind of took precedent over these matters now. Since that time, Judge, he's gotten himself clean. According to Mr. Thomas, he's been clean for at least 7 years. He's married. He has one child that lives with him. He is an employed judge. He's in the process of trying to get his life together. We'd ask the court to take that into consideration, and if there's a way that the court would be able to waive any late fees with regard to the no insurance ticket or any penalties, or to make it more affordable for Mr. Thomas to be able to pay those, we'd ask the court to do that.
Where does he work?
He works at the DoorDash driver.
How much do you make per week?
Oh man,
around 500.
7 years late.
Right, I understand.
7 years late on the fine.
Do you have the bond receipt?
I do. Yes, I do.
Where is it? You have it in front of you?
It's it was with that other. Yep, right there. Yes, I have it.
Who posted the bond?
My wife did.
How much is that bond for?
300.
Where's your wife?
She's sleeping. She works midnight, so she just got off work within the last couple hours. So she's in the room sleeping.
Anything else you want to say? Any allowing him license to drive before sentence?
Nothing else, but he does currently have a valid license as well.
That helps because he's a DoorDash driver.
On that charge, 100 fines, 75 costs, 75 victim strikes, $50 justice assessment, $300 for 60 days. I want you to pay by Monday. That's the 21st. Your wife can come up and sign the bond over.
Okay. Oh, and that'll go towards it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she can call me if she wants.
But you can have her call the court.
Okay.
Either way, by Monday, but I need $30 more because by law, we have 3,010%. The court keeps 10% by law, so $30.
Okay.
So 270. So 270 would apply if the bond, you pay the other 30 by Monday. On this other case, I'm gonna let you pay 50 per week.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start that beginning May the 2nd, okay?
Thank
Can
you.
do that?
Yes.
Now listen, if you don't have the money, just don't ignore me. I don't care. If you don't have the money, it's okay. Just call the court. I'll give you an extension. We'll have to go on Zoom, or you can come in here at 8:30 in the morning, an hour before the due date. If you understand that.
Thank you.
All right? So we
Yes,
understand one another. I will give you 15 extensions if I need to. Just don't ignore me, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
Now I got to go because
You
this
as
guy's
well.
food is cold. Got to deliver it. Interesting to see the judge and how he's able to work with people who own up to their mistakes compared to people who don't. Who are you in the car with? David, who are you in the car with? Your wife's in the house. Who you talking to? Yeah, he might have other problems. You never know. He might have some other problems now. Wife's like, I saw you on Zoom.
That's not good. That's a good idea. No test rolling. 1W28773. Your name?
Mark says bond.
Since you paid on 2 Judge Hefson cases, right, or posted bond,
Yeah.
you have the money to pay this.
I can do a payment plan. No, I'm a stay-at-home dad with 2 kids.
Why are you ignoring court like this, sir? This has been going on for 4 years.
I know. I was young and dumb, and I was
That's
wanting
your
to pay.
that's your words. It's not mine. I mean, come on.
Yeah. But I want to pay everything off. So
When can you start paying?
I can pay some of it today,
How
and
much?
then $100.
Pay 100 now.
Yeah, and then my wife, my girl, gets paid like every 2 weeks because she's working right now. Because
Can
my life,
can you pay another $75 by May the 2nd?
May the 2nd, yes.
I'll tell you what. You
Wait,
pay-
listen, what day is May the 2nd?
Right.
Friday. Yes, I should be able to pay that.
Well, I'll make it May the 5th for you, okay?
Thank you.
You pay 100 now. By May the 5th. I'm gonna reduce your balance. Balance reduced to 200, so I'll save you a few bucks, but you still have to pay the clearance fee, okay?
Okay.
Actually, I'll make it 190. Right, so you're gonna have to pay 100 today, 90 more by May the 5th, and then, you still have to pay your clearance fee to get this suspension lifted, okay?
What's for
$45.
that's it for the clearance fee?
Yeah, so you're gonna pay 100 today.
145, and
$90 by May the 5th, and you can pay your clearance fee that day, okay?
Okay, I'll get paperwork for all this.
Yeah, she'll give you a printout, but I'm gonna give you a printout, okay?
All right, appreciate it.
Stop doing this, will you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything taken care of so I can go to South Carolina. So wife got drive the whole way, but
She what?
she got to drive the whole way so I can get this clear.
What, are you moving to South Carolina?
Yeah.
Really?
This has been nothing for trouble. My dad's getting divorced. My sister and brother don't talk to me, so I was just like, we moved back here like 3 years ago just to help people out, and that just went south. It's a bunch of crack.
Bunch of crack or
Yeah,
crack?
it's very cool.
Well, I wish you well. Good luck.
Thank you,
I
sir.
really do. Best of luck. to
New
you.
starts in
Thank
South
you.
Carolina.
Yep.
Good luck.
Is Michael Chris Montagano here?
Oh, you sir.
228-19573.
The guy with the phone that should be outside in the car now.
Oh,
If your phone goes off now, you're in big, big trouble. Or if you pull it out.
is Shael Montagano here?
Yeah.
Your name?
Michael Montagano?
Would you call Mr. Cayley real quick, please?
Yep.
How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
What brings you to court?
Staying under trouble?
Yeah.
It's not true. You brought your phone into court. It nearly cost you your freedom.
Yeah.
I love this judge. He does seem to love his fines.
Excuse me for being late, Ron. I messed up this morning.
Your name?
Dr. Kelly, City Flatline, Judge.
Listen, I just want to make sure that he's petitioning for early discharge. It's a domestic case, and we notified the victim of her right to appear and contest that. Shael Montagano, Montagano. Is she had any contact with you?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and grant your petition for early discharge. You're all set. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Stay out of trouble.
I will. Thank you.
Sincerely. Kaminsky, Jody Lynn Kaminsky, 240-75515.
We only got 2 people left in court.
Your name?
Jody Lynn Kaminsky?
So I told them to have you come in and talk to me about your community service.
Correct.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Now, we are here for Law Day. We celebrate Law Day here. We've been doing that here in court for about 50 years now. I'll let you, if you want, you don't have to.
Court to
If you
school.
want, I'll let you come help us set up for that. And then, be here on Law Day, which is kind of fun, actually.
What day is that?
You'd have to be here at least to the 24th of April, which is next Thursday, right? And then the 25th?
Correct.
I can do that.
You want to do that?
Yeah, what time?
I'm going to let my judicial clerk walk you through this, okay? And I'll tell you what, you do that and you be kind to all those young kids. We're going to have 500 kids in here.
I will be so kind. I love kids.
Good. I do too. So you do that. We're gonna get you through this, okay? But you got to do what I'm telling you to do here, okay?
I sure will, Judge.
So you work on Law Day. I'm gonna let you go down and talk to my really nice judicial clerk.
Alrighty.
And so we got to set up and put things all over. We're gonna have a lot of different displays here. So
I love decorating.
all right. So
Those
April
screaming
24th and
goats.
25th. And if you do that,
Foam gavels.
and if you do that, make sure probation knows, Lisa, please. And if she does that, 25 hours community service will be deemed satisfied.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate you.
You're smiling.
I'm smiling.
Thanks. Good luck. All right. Give me that.
You have a good day, Judge.
You too, Miss Kaminsky. Are we ready? Let me in custody.
Yeah. Are you ready on this, Crawford? Yeah, person when it's
My fault again. I think I had you take down this gentleman's phone.
I didn't take anything down. Lisa might have grabbed it, but I didn't take it.
Lisa, do you have
Fuller.
Mr. Fuller's file?
No, it's down there. I saw it.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
All right. How you doing, Scruff?
Good. You for calling my case.
I won't know. Is that an in custody and on Zoom?
No, he's sitting here.
Oh, okay. You look sharp today, Mr. Scruff.
Well, I tried.
That's right. You look sharp.
You're the end of the year.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. You sure?
Shows up in
Oh, yeah, I'll check.
a vest and tie. Looks good.
Got the 3-piece on. Sure. Yeah.
All right. Dwight Stephen Johnson, 23T-640-475-AEB.
Good morning, really, Mike. Your proper records, Jonathan.
Johnson, your name?
Dwight Johnson.
What is he doing here?
But I like to stay in mute, wait for him to read.
Where's you been? Where you been?
Didn't even know I forgot about it.
Forgot about
it. He wasn't.
Didn't I tell you the title of my book is going to be "Don't Tell the Judge You Forgot About It"?
Yeah.
You have $100 with you?
No.
You don't have $100? You come in here 2 years late and you don't even have $100? Where does he work?
Your Honor, my client is a basketball coach at Taylor. The season just ended. And how he was reminded that this issue was going on was when he got this job and did a background check. This came up. All right, let me go take care of it. But they won't pay him until he clears this up. So we're trying to pay it.
You weren't, you done, what else do you do? You're not just a basketball coach, are you?
Yeah, that's it.
I work at the school there,
You work at the school doing what?
helping out the athletic director, so if he needs me to help him move anything or stuff like
Come on,
that.
you gotta give him one stable job. Man.
Well, Your Honor, my client does have a stable job. My He's actually got a plan. He's resolved this here. This driver's license issue. He's moving to a
$500 personal loan.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You cannot leave the state without consent or violate the law, Mr. Fury, Mr. Director. We're just gonna set a pretrial and you May the 1st at 10:15. Get your act together, will you please? How'd the team do?
Terrible.
Terrible.
It's not the coach though. It's not the coach.
No reflection on the coach.
Okay.
Well, maybe you guys will be better. Listen, we all played on terrible teams.
Indeed.
You remember playing Little League once?
There you go.
Baseball.
Yeah.
2-14. Oh, it was miserable.
We went forward.
2-14. How do you go 2-14?
How do you go 2?
That was miserable.
But
Good luck. You're being want take care of your business. Okay.
2 wins, 14 losses.
Okay.
That's terrible. They need a new coach. Oh, you're the coach? It must be the team then. Oh, man. Big congratulations to Valhalla. Wait, his goat gave birth. It's a boy. It's a boy. We're looking forward to cooking tonight. We're going to do a cooking show. I'm in my head. I'm just trying to schedule things. I don't want the food to be done at 9 p.m. I want to do like a dinner time cook so that it's going to be ready. Some people have asked, can I tell you what the ingredients are ahead of time so you can make it along with me in real time and try it? I don't know all the ingredients yet. I'm still. It's like I'm mentally manifesting the delicious enchiladas in my head. And now I just have to work backwards from there and make sure I have everything. So if we do an earlier cooking class, then what happens is we have to end a little bit because I've got to run to probably the Murder Walmart because they have all the good stuff. So I'll go there and get and get a few items. So I'll run to Lowe's Foods, not Lowe's.
Did you meet with the prosecutor, young lady?
Yes, sir.
Was it Flat Rocks? Do you know?
Flat Rock as well as Rockford, sir.
I was going to do the show earlier. I also need time to set up. Like I've got to tear stuff down from
The
here.
gentleman across the hall.
Move
Said
cameras.
that he was going to be in just a moment.
Dave.
Mics. Oh man.
Oh, Mr. Gage.
We can only do a half-day live stream and then set up. Go to Murder Mart, get the last ingredients for the enchiladas.
He's calling in
I might have to live stream the murder Walmart trip.
Recalling Marcus Talafaro, Lovett Fuller, 24B146740A.
Michael A. Carmen, P738 form
This is the guy who's going to jail today.
Sunday's Easter. I'm gonna let you serve between now and 1 PM. I'll let you out at 1 PM on Sunday. And then you're going to serve between, next weekend at Flat Rock, 7 AM on Friday until 10 PM on Sunday. It's the best I'm gonna do.
Your Honor, that is most fair. We appreciate it very much.
All right, you understand what I'm telling you?
Sir.
If you miss 93 days and you lie to me again, you will never get this kind of a break from me. Good luck.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Court's in recess as he walks out the door. Yeah. So we're taking him right now. Will the cooking show be on this channel? Yes, it will. We're gonna bail on the judge just for a minute. Okay. The cooking show is going to be a live stream. I do everything live. I realize I have all the editing equipment in the world. Okay, I've got computers dedicated to editing. I've got keyboards dedicated just to editing video. I do it live. Which means there will be no movie magic involved. You're going to see it all happen in real time, and whether it ends in a tasty treat or a travesty, it will all happen right on the big screen for all of y'all. Real cooking shows use a swap out a dish cooked earlier. I realize that, and I realize I could shorten the time if I cook it ahead of time. But say Chef RA in French. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Oui. Can Mrs. RA also bake her cinnamon rolls? We have a double oven. I'm just saying. There's a chance. She's going to show me up, though. And I don't know. We'll both be using the Bosch. She'd be using the Bosch for the cinnamon roll dough, and I think I need to use the Bosch. I don't know if I can do that. I might need to buy a whisk. I think I need to buy a whisk and hand beat the cream cheese if I'm doing that way. Because the Bosch may have suffered an accident when the paddles, the mixing paddles, the wrong ones were used. Instead of the dough hook, they used the mixing paddles with some frozen butter, which results in gears breaking and plastic pieces landing in the food. So I think those are broken. I might have to do everything by hand. Honey, we need a second Bosch real quick. Let me just first run and take out a loan and then get the Bosch. I'm trying to figure out the time right now. Plastic flakes for flavor. No. This is like razor sharp shards of plastic. When you break a Bosch paddle in the dough, you have to throw everything out. Otherwise, it will kill someone. When I came in, you said I may need to film the murder Walmart. Kikidi, yeah. When I go to the murder Walmart, I like to film it, if for nothing else, so that somebody can use it as evidence in the trial of my murderer. I'm always fearful of my life when I show up there. Let's see. I think we're doing Verde. You broke the Bosch already? We've had this Bosch for, like, I don't know, 10, 12 years. Bosch lasts forever. It's a beast. It has made hundreds of loaves of bread, tens of thousands of cookies, and countless cinnamon rolls. Okay, quick list. If you guys want to keep the list for me, somebody text it to me. I need a slimming apron. I might get a matched set for Mrs. RA and myself. Slimming apron. Just because I'm worried about how I look. The ingredients for enchiladas, whatever they are, which I haven't quite finalized yet. I need to at least get the chilies. need the chilies. Probably some cream cheese. Might get a few options that I may or may not use. Can't, some Campbell's cream of chicken. I don't know if we're going to go that route. I don't want it to be too soupy. Greener sent me an apron. Yes, it's a big picture of a pickle in the middle, a huge, big dill, with a couple sliced pickles on the bottom. And Greeners, all I can say is it's very suggestive. The placement of the pickle, it's quite suggestive. So slimming apron. Is it stripes? Is it vertical stripes that help or horizontal? I don't know. Bikini lady apron, that might work. You need to have cream cheese softened. I need to mix it somehow. So I've got to get whatever mixing paddle. By the way, I'm putting all this on my business card because I'm pretty sure this is a write-off. I'm hoping if there's an accountant out there and I'm using this as a write-off for the company. I just paid taxes just the other day. I need a write-off. Pickles. I'm getting spicy maple bourbon pickles. I really think there's a way to work in possibly some diced, some strained, and some patted dry spicy maple bourbon pickles into the mix. I think that will be my key ingredient, the secret ingredient, which you guys will all know anyway, so I might as well tell you now. Go with the vertical stripes on the apron. I will look on that. It's definitely a write-off. Okay, great. Then we have no limit on the budget then. We have no limit. We can get everything we need. Let's get another Bosch, honey. Let's get another Bosch. Use whipped cream cheese. Diesel efficient. Thank you. No worries about the caps. See, it was an accident. It was camel case. You got the lower case U at the beginning. As we were talking food, should I make a cream egg mug cake after my dinner? Oh, sounds good. Cream of chicken would be okay, just don't dilute it. I won't do it. And it has to be Campbell's. I'm sorry, there's no other cream of chicken that is good. It has to be Campbell's. Anything else I need? It will be a write-off. 100% write-off. Okay. No on the pickles? I'm going to make 2 batches. Maybe I should tell you. I'm making 2 batches. Maybe one with pickles and one without. Look for Kardashian's skim collection for a slimming apron. I don't think I could wear a Kim Kardashian anything. I'm not sure they make them in my size. Unless it's a wallet, maybe. See, it needs sour cream. I agree, no on the pickles. Maybe we'll do a side of pickles. I could do that. We could treat them as a garnish. Gotta have the pickles. I'm okay with doing pickles on the side. I read the recipe first, then I do whatever I feel like after that. Pickles in enchiladas or on. Don't forget the tortillas. I'll need the tortillas. I'm going to do the freshest tortillas. I hate to be that guy, but I cannot lose this. I cannot lose this contest. I'm going to go through and not only find the best looking tortillas, the right size tortillas, the right quantity of tortillas. I'm also going to look at all the bags to see which ones expire the latest, meaning they're the freshest. So I'm going to be like digging through and finding the ones at the back, the ones that just came from the tortilla factory. I'm going to be getting those. I'll be that guy at the store. If you put pickles on it, it's going to end up like Lori's. Cheese. I will get cheese. I'm thinking a Mexican blend of shredded. I like the fine shredded because it melts better. The consistency is the fine shredded melts better, and I like that. You could rob a tortilla truck for fresher tortillas. Adam, I like how you're thinking. This is the sort of thing we need. Keep your eye out for tortilla trucks. Don't forget the chips. I think we're just doing the enchiladas. Look up what color they use on the twist. Look up what color they use on the twist tie. What? Is the twist ties a secret? Is that like a secret code? How did I not know this? Go to the Mexican restaurant and buy their homemade tortillas. We have a Mexican food truck down the road, and if they make their own tortillas, I might just hire them to do it. Okay, you're making me hungry. We need the ingredients for throat punch as well. Mrs. R.A. is going to be over the throat punch. And no, it doesn't have a secret kick to it. It's going to be no alcohol throat punch. Shred your own cheese is better. I only have a salad shredder from, I don't know, the 1950s. It's one of those, it's a little handheld thing where you put the cheese in the top and it spits out the side, and it makes one size. I don't know, they might have had other size grates, but we just have the one. And so it's just like, and you get like the big old, it's like it's a hunk of cheese. It shreds it, but it's big. It doesn't melt very well. Yes, it's a code for expiration days. Somebody send me that code. Twist tie tells you when it was made. Why did I not know this? I don't even know how to say this. Kakik cheese? I don't know what that is. I was going to use Philadelphia cream cheese. Late to the game, will it be? Kimbers, I wish I could tell you right now what the time frame is going to be. All I know is I want to be done cooking at dinner time. And so at the latest, I mean, dinner at my house, honestly, it goes pretty late sometimes. At the latest, 7 p.m., it has to be out of the oven. Turn everything backwards there. So now we have, cooking time, 40 minutes-ish, which I think I need to set up a camera just right outside the oven, peering into the oven to watch it the whole time. So 40 minutes of cooking time. It's probably going to take 2 hours to set up the cameras. I kid you not. That's probably the longest prep. All the ingredients and everything, maybe another 40 minutes. Is that right? Ingredients for throat punch. Fist and throat. There's that. She doesn't know that it's called throat punch yet. Yes, Emily, she doesn't know that we're naming her favorite juice throat punch. Kimbers, you tagged me twice. I'm sorry, I missed it. Here they are. Monday blue, Tuesday green, Thursday red, Friday white, Saturday yellow. Is that real, Greeners, or did you just make that up? Because I might get the wrong ones if you lead me astray. Do you have a Mexican store around you to get some of the ingredients? Probably not. We have entire stores that don't have Mexican food aisles. I mean, out west, there's like an aisle of Mexican food. We have whole stores here where you'd be hard pressed to find a can of salsa from New York City there. So, yes, they're color dated. Shred your own cheese. Mexican blend for the cheese, made here in Wisconsin. Have the food truck make the enchiladas. That's cheating. That's cheating. It'll be a very short show. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a good write-off for sure. Look it up, make sure it doesn't change with the regions. I'm in the middle of nowhere, honestly. Everything's like a 2-day drive to get to me. Throat punch should probably be Runkle levels of spicy. Mrs. R.A. does not do spice. It's the same color coding on the plastic clips like on bread. I needed to know this years ago, and I don't. There's an authentic Mexican restaurant in Little Washington downtown that's really good. Okay, but is it a Mexican restaurant or a Mexican grocery store? I need the grocery store version. Ooh, I like this. Carnage in the kitchen. The alliteration there, even with the C and the K, is fantastic. That might be a name suggestion. Carnage in the kitchen. Lizzie, I like that one. Getting some tips on the burner phone right now.
Call from.
I don't know who you are, but I'm RA. Who's on the phone?
It didn't record. This is Amanda H.
Hey, Amanda. How are you doing?
I said it didn't record. Maybe I was too soft. Anyways, hey, so in Walmart, because like I'm in 25 Walmarts a week, they have a Hispanic cheese section over near like the dairy, and it's cacique. It's a Hispanic cheese. It's a lot softer than the regular shredded cheese. That's a good cheese to put in, like if you want to put cheese in your enchilada. So like when you wrap it, you put your chicken. If you want to put some cheese in it, it's a very soft cheese, and they have like crema sauce and all that.
Is this in place of the cream cheese?
You could do it in place of the cream cheese. But they have different types of Hispanic cheeses as a whole, or at least here, I'm sure most Walmarts are the same way. It's a whole section over near like in the dairy area where the cheese and stuff, it's
okay.
Got different Hispanic cheeses.
Do I have to take out a loan to buy it? Is it like gold?
No, it's not super outrageous. It would be no different than going and buying like Kraft cheese and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, we're buying all the best of the best for this. So, all right. I've got it down on my list.
Okay, check it out. Like I said, it's
Hispanic cheese.
Yeah, cacique. Yep, and that's what here in Texas. That's what all my friends that are Hispanic and stuff. That's what they use in there when you do a lot of their cooking and stuff.
So, Amanda, you do know I live in North Carolina, right?
Well, I'm Texas, so you know.
So when you say in the Walmart, there's a Mexican section, I'm in North Carolina. We don't have those.
I bet I would be surprised because I think most Walmarts, because I know like when we have traveled for cheer competitions with my daughter, and me being the weirdo I am, I would go check out Walmarts in other states while I was there. I know I'm like super weird. And I would see them in other states. We went to Orlando, and I saw them out that way in the Hispanic cheese area.
I'm lucky if on Cinco de Mayo you can buy a fake sombrero at Walmart. That's like the peak of their Mexican options.
Oh my goodness!
And it's once a year.
Well, it's worth a try.
Okay,
it's
I'll
worth a
look
try.
for it. I'll look for it. I will. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate that.
All righty. Have a good rest of your day.
We'll see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll give it a try. We'll look for the Mexican section. It might exist. Maybe I'll get back there and like, hey, they have soft drinks made with real sugar back here. They might have all that, and I just have not been able to find it. So, we'll do that. It's definitely the murder. It's definitely going to be the murder Walmart that we go to, which means Mrs. Ari will not come with me. I'm on my own. When I go there, she does not. That's the rule. She stays home and basically prays nonstop that I make it back, and listens to the scanner for the news, the inevitable news. So she will go to the neighborhood Walmart, which is much safer, but has limited selection, but not to the other one. Go to the international aisle in Kroger. Do we have a Kroger? I don't think we have a Kroger. Here are our options. We have Food Lion. We have the Pig, which we call it the Pig, but it's Piggly Wiggly. We have Walmart. And Lowe's Foods. We have Lowe's Foods. This is probably the best option. Lowe's is going to have the Mexican stuff. And I think... Yes. I still have one more. I don't know why I have this sort of junk in my office, but I have a... Mrs. R.A. would tell you why I have it. I have a Fresh Rewards Lowe's Foods card. You can use my card if you just screenshot that and scan it at the check stand. I'll go ahead and put that on my keychain because I think you have to be a member at Lowe's. Is that how it works? They were really pushing these when they first opened the store. But so Lowe's Foods will do that, and I don't know where Kroger's would be. No Costco. Costco's like 2 hours away. We also have Sam's Club. Okay, so if we need anything in bulk, like say shredded cheese, which is probably how much cheese I'm going to need, if we need like 5 pounds of shredded cheese, Sam's Club's the place to go for that. Look up Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati. That's a bit of a drive for a show today. That's like Asda or Lidl. Okay, we do have Lidl as well. We have Lidl, but Lidl is going to be even less likely to have authentic Mexican food. I think they import all their stuff from Europe. Plus, Lidl doesn't like us. We have issues with the local Lidl because they don't like how much we buy, which is weird because you think a store like that would be a business to sell food, and we're in the business of buying food for our family. You'd think the two of us would be a match made in heaven. We are not. They frequently tell us that we can't buy that much. We're not allowed to buy as many as we want to buy when we go there. I've tried to let me speak to the manager thing. It doesn't work. The manager feels the same way about it as the employee does, which is not good. Apparently, there's a limit to how much milk you're allowed to get in 1 week. Sometimes it's 2. Sometimes it's 6. It's never 8, which is the number we want. Anyway, so Lidl is I forgot we got a Trader Joe's. You guys, these options are awesome. We do have a Trader Joe's. Do they have anything we need? Of course, it's going to be like Trader Joe's brand, which no one can ever find. And that store, I'm sorry. Love it. It's got amazing stuff if you can find it. The way they sort their store is terrible.
Call from Day Working Gear to accept.
Day Working. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I've been better. I'm nervous about tonight, but I'm trying to put all the pieces together. Do you have some advice for me?
Yeah, so my husband's family is actually from Chihuahua. And so we have like an entire process for making green enchiladas. It's a little different than what everybody does.
Is Chihuahua a place? I thought it was like the Yo Quiero Taco Bell thing.
Yes, it's actually a state in Mexico.
Okay, I didn't know that. Go ahead.
Yep. So typically what we do is we take like an entire white onion and a couple of jalapenos and you boil those. And then like just a gigantic can of green chilies. You take that, you add it to your cream of chicken, mushroom, whatever flavor you decide. Right. Garlic. Oh, I forgot. Obviously, whole garlic cloves. Mm-hmm. Then once you get that all, after your onions and jalapenos are nice and softened, you put that entire mixture without the water. You put that entire mixture into a blender and blend it all up. And then typically what we do is we get like a pork butt and chunk it up, sear it really good, and then you pour that sauce over the top of it and just let it like simmer for a couple of hours if you can. Even a half an hour sometimes is enough, but if you can let it go for a long time, then it really comes together. And then what we do is we take corn tortillas, you fry them just a little bit so that they're kind of crunchy, and then you put Monterey Jack cheese, fresh diced onions, a layer of your sauce, and then repeat that over and over and over. And we don't put it in the oven. We just do it on the plate.
You're making a pork lasagna with corn tortillas.
Pretty much. But like I said, we don't do that in the oven. So it's like a 2 to 3 person process, depending on how many people we have here. And you just layer that all up. And in case anybody was worried, 3 tortillas is the maximum amount of tortillas if you're going to have beans and rice with it. Otherwise, you will be so overly full you can't eat.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with everything, but I don't know where on the chicken the pork butt comes from.
Well, unfortunately, we don't do a lot with chicken because it's so expensive these days. But pork butt is always a lot cheaper.
Okay. All right.
And it's got that good fat to it, too, that you can get a little bit of extra grease.
Oh, we need a little bit of that. Okay. Yeah. It sounds amazing. It also sounds incredibly intimidating.
It's very labor intensive. I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't.
I'm pretty much sure I have to do all the work in this one today. So I don't know if Mr. R is going to basically mix 2 bottles of juice together and be done. And I'm doing everything else.
good luck to you.
I like that recipe though. I like the idea of marinating the pork in what was it, the onions, the garlic, the cream of, and the chilies.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yep,
amazing.
it really turns out good.
when
I'll
you
shoot
say-
it to you in a text message.
When you say blender, are you talking like smoothie blender, like
Yep.
the Ninja?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sounds great. Sounds great. I'll put that on the back burner. It's not what we're going to do tonight, but that does sound delicious. And everyone wants to come to your house
Yeah.
for dinner. So
My husband always does it, and of course, he always volunteers me to do green enchiladas with his entire family. So we'll make like 20 plates of those in a day. And like I said, it's about a 3-person job when you're doing that many plates.
that is crazy. That is awesome. Well, thank you for the tip. I like it gets me in the mood like mentally for what I'm about to do tonight. It makes it feel like I'm doing something authentic. So
You're going to have a blast.
I appreciate it. Thanks
Good
for the call,
luck.
Day Working. We'll see you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Ninja blenders are great to cook. I think my son had a Ninja. I think we gave it back to him. He bought one. He bought a Ninja blender in Australia and shipped it home, which basically means it cost twice the amount of buying one here. And then we used it for the next, 2 years. And then when he got married, we gave it to him as a wedding gift. Kid you not. That's how it went down. We drove across the country and gave him his own Ninja blender as a wedding gift. Let's see. It's not regifting when they owned it already, so it's okay. Find raw tortillas and cook them yourself on a hot, dry pan. It's quick and so much better. Let me tell you what I'm willing to do. I'm not willing to buy a Bosch. A Bosch is out of the budget. But if we need a special pan for this, I'm down for that. If we need to buy a blender that works, like one of those little, I think they're practically disposable. But I think we can get a blender to shred stuff and chop things. I think that's in the budget. It'll fit right here on the desk. We'll have room for it. We'll use it often on the show, I'm sure. Currently, the only thing I have for chopping on the show is a K-bar knife, which is not enough. So I'm pretty sure I can. I'll have to explain it to the accountant, and we'll have to definitely do more than one cooking show. But what is a Bosch? Oh, think KitchenAid, but better. KitchenAid is to Bosch as Mercedes is to Yugo. No, the other way around. A Bosch is it's a universal mixer. It has a central gear and multiple attachments, and dough hooks, cookie paddles, whisks, slicers, blenders, everything powered by this one gear, which is, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that gear is what's used in like semi trucks to pull, or maybe even freight trains. That thing has power. There's no stopping it. It's really good. Not a sponsor, by the way. Although, Bosch, if you want to send us some new cookie paddles, we broke our last ones. That would be great. Let's see. I'm cooking tonight, too, for RA for our Easter dinner. We get our food blessed at church on Holy Saturday. That sounds awesome. Easter only comes once a year, so I'm going ham. A blender beater in the old Milwaukee drill. I have done that, 6-volt. I kid you not. I've used I used a Ryobi drill to make a cake because it said hand beat for like 2.5 minutes or something. I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. Plus your arm feels like it's going to fall off. Whisks are made by the devil. They're terrible inventions. Been looking at a Bosch mixer. It's like $450. Yes, I got that. I got this as a gift from my wife. It was her Christmas gift a long time ago when we had very few kids and very few expenses. And it's lasted a long time. All right. Let's just do this. Let's hammer down a time. Can we do that? Let's hammer down a time for the show to start tonight. And somebody who's good at math, somebody who understands that you're dealing with someone who doesn't know what they're doing in the kitchen. That would be me. And also there's like hard and fast cook times that are set. What time do we need to start to be live? At maybe 6 p.m. Eastern? Is that? I want the to come out of the oven between maybe 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern. Is that all right? You need about an hour and a half cook prep time. That backs us up to 5:30. Then we need 2 hours camera and mic setup time for me. I'm sorry, it takes that long to set up 2 cameras. It just does. If you know, you know. I'll be up till midnight cleaning dishes. We're using all the dishes to do this. 12 minutes. It takes 12 minutes, says Adam. 4:30. Start 2 hours ago. Sounds like you start 3 hours ago. All right. Better get started now. We're gonna break for lunch, and when we come back, it will be dinner. That's what it's gonna be. But so in the meantime, this is what I have to do. I have to go to Murder Walmart. I have to buy the apron and all the ingredients. I have to possibly also buy some appliances. We definitely need a shredder, possibly a blender. Mrs. Ari might. If I get something that can whisk and blend, like if I get some sort of mixer thing, a chopper mixer, I don't know. If Black & Decker sells some, right? They're like $15 for. If I get one of those, she might be able to make her cinnamon rolls at the same time. Go to Walmart now. Don't forget 4 hours cleanup afterwards. That's what the kids are for. Garbage bags, duct tape, shovel. That's a different recipe. Same store, different recipe. Food processor. I have one, never use it, but I think that's what you need. I think that's what's going to do our grater, like for our cheese, if we buy the cheese not grated. You can shred using 2 forks or a machine. Walmart Plus delivers, but not in time. Plus, they're not going to choose the best chili peppers for me. They're going to get whatever ones are closest. Roro says supply donation. Thank you, Roro. I'm excited to do this one. I think it's in the budget already. So, sent pictures to the burner. Stay working. Oh my goodness. Pro tip: marry a man that ain't afraid to cook. It says. Oh, the pork butt is chopped. I envisioned for some reason the pork butt as like a massive roast, like sitting in a crock pot. I guess that's how it comes, but we make this with canned chilies, y'all. If I cannot find fresh chilies, I will have to do canned chilies. But I'm also going on the cans. I'm finding the freshest canned chilies I can find. Probably need bleach and a scrub daddy. Don't buy a Thai Walmart. Get one with the straps that go over the head and cross in the back. So much more comfortable. You're talking about the apron? Cross in the back. I don't need the support, Eddie. Are we talking about the same thing? I'm not buying a bra. I was just getting an apron. Unless you need a cooking bra. I don't know if that's a thing. Canned chilies hard pass. I believe so as well. I want to go fresh. You need all the most forgettable ingredients. Is there some way to make these enchiladas without including anything from a can? I believe so, Barb. I think there is. Well, the cream of might be the only one I do from a can. I don't know. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge up the phone because you're coming with me to the Murder Walmart, and we're going to buy all the stuff. Just be kind, because I am listening to your feedback. Realize that at the end of the day, I do have to pay the bill that we're incurring today. So don't tell me to buy stuff if I don't need it. But I'm okay with having a couple options. So at the end of the day, we can either make 2 different batches, or try variants. I'm okay with having like different kinds of cheese, for instance, and all that. But I'm not going to do like some corn, some flour. It's going to be all in on that. So we're going shopping is what we're doing. We're going shopping. I think I've got a camera holder for my phone that I can mount right to the cart. Use self-scan it all as asparagus. Greeners. No. We know who does that. It's a murder tip right there. I also need a volunteer. I need a volunteer to track, because it's one thing to have a recipe and not follow it. I need somebody to track during the live tonight what the actual recipe was. So if I don't tell you what we're doing or what we put in, or if you're just observing it, blend for 7 hours. Nothing has to be blended for 7 hours, but whatever it is we do, I need you guys to keep detailed notes, not just like add chicken. No, we need to know how much chicken. And by the way, I think I need more. I need more rotisserie chicken because last night, here's what happened. Kiki showed up again. He showed up yesterday and fed him a little bit of rotisserie chicken, which he liked. And then, of course, he's been gone for, I don't know, it's been 2 weeks since we've even seen his tail. He's nowhere to be found. Fed him rotisserie chicken in the morning, and then the afternoon he's in our window meowing, cute as can be. Like, I'm back. Where's my food? So the rotisserie chicken is winning, and he ate a lot of it. And while he was eating some, I was eating some as well because it was really good. And we now need more rotisserie chicken. So I have a whole rotisserie chicken that's cold, but cold rotisserie chicken is not pretty to look at. It's still just as good, but I'm probably just going to eat that one and buy more rotisserie chicken for tonight. So it'll be fresh. Fresh rotisserie chicken. So 5 rotisserie chickens are what needed to be made to make these tonight. Quality control. Yeah, I'm just testing it, making sure I do a good job. P.S. Some Walmarts don't allow filming. They've got cameras everywhere. How can they not allow filming? I'll just tell them it's my shopping list, and it's me looking at my cart. Plus, I think they're too scared to confront anybody there because you never know who's the murderer, right? It's like it could be that guy with the camera. 5 chickens, how much are you making? 3 of them are basically gone right now, for all intents and purposes. Use gloves when you open and chop your chilies. You will suffer greatly if you don't, in every way possible. If you don't, you won't. Oh, my goodness. Gloves. Add to the list. Gloves. We need gloves. Do the smoke alarm have batteries? Always. I live in the town that Mr. Beast lives in. Okay? He films in Walmart all the time. Like, this is his Walmart. This is hometown Walmart for Mr. Beast. They can't kick me out for using my phone for buying groceries. All right. What pan are you using? Glass pan. Pyrex. What is it? Like the 9x11 is what I was planning on. 9x11, the large, or maybe it's like a 9x13 if they make those. I'm not doing the square pan. We're going big. Do you need sharp knives at Walmart? I don't. I bought Mrs. R.A. a brilliant knife for Christmas. I think it was for Christmas. 9x13. That's what we're using. Use scissors to cut your chilies. We only have scissors for the kids' crafts. I don't have like kitchen shears. It's definitely a policy, but depends on your store manager to enforce. But if I have my phone just like clamped to the cart, so I'm pushing and it's looking down in the cart the whole time, or looking forward, Tell them you're FaceTiming with your wife for grocery list. They will understand. Make 3 Pyrex dishes. Dollar Tree has kitchen shears. Dollar Tree is more dangerous than Murder Walmart. And it's a complete misnomer, by the way. When's the last time you found something there for $1? So exciting. I can't wait. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to go to lunch. I'm going to start setting up the cameras in the kitchen. I need to get, the sight angles need to be right, the camera location, a little bit of gear set up. I need to probably run Ethernet out there because Wi-Fi doesn't go that far. I think I'm going to use my other switcher, not this one. And yeah, so we'll get that set up. I'm thinking 2 cameras, a 2-camera spread with a possible 3rd wireless, maybe. Wear a GoPro on your forehead. No, that's what they don't like. Okay. All right, let's get kitchen scissors at store. We need smell-o-vision. Get KitchenAid shears at Walmart. This write-off is getting big. I don't make that much. I don't need a huge write-off. We have a $1.25 tree here there. That's a good one. All right, I'm excited. Does anyone keep track of the list of all the things I need to buy? So apron, scissors. What was the blender mixer thing? What's the name of the device that chops and blends and grates? A chef hat. Chef hat. Do they have those? Somebody check if the Greenville, North Carolina Walmart has chef hats and let me know. A chef hat. Gloves. I'm thinking they're like just the plastic disposable. Not the kind the doctor uses, but like the kind the food service people use. A food processor. Food processor. More Easter candy because we're out. We'll need some of that. That's a long story, but I ate a lot of that last night as well. Yes, rotisserie chicken. From Sam's Club. Just helping for next year's taxes. Either a hairnet or chef hat. I'm not going to do both. Hairnet. No fake eyebrows for this cooking. It's not a thing. Let's see. A Cook of Mormon apron. I like what you did there. Let's see. Food processor. Anything else? Campbell's soup. Yep. Campbell's. Cream of, and it has to be chicken. No mushroom, nothing else. Tortillas. I have to do flour, guys. I can't do corn. I realize corn is probably more authentic, but garlic, chilies, cilantro. This is good stuff. Cadbury cream eggs. I already got the Cadbury crunchy robin eggs, but don't buy any cables if I see one. A beard net. I think you can get hair nets that work double as a beard net, like they have the string. Your total might be more than last Sam's Club. It might be over 150. Tax write-off. We're going to count it. What's y'all telling me needs soup for? I want to have an option, so I am going to look for the most expensive bottled green chili sauce I can find. Because if something goes bad in mine, I need an option. Frozen pizza for when this experiment fails. Wash everything in return for a refund? No. We'll keep. I can't get the write-off that would be tax fraud. In addition to whatever it is when you return stuff after you've used it. It's almost a crime as well. Raw flour, the best. Here's the problem. I like the raw flour cooking the tortillas. I love that idea. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write that down. Raw flour tortillas. The problem is I might need to get a pan to cook them in because I don't have any pans big enough. Usually the raw ones are big, right? They're like the pizza size flour tortillas. And I need that because I'm a terrible wrapper as far as making the tortillas. I need a big one. The small ones, you run out of tortilla before you make the full wrap. And I can't have that because image is everything on this. That's all you guys see is the image. I can tell you it tastes delicious, but if it looks bad, you'll never believe me. I don't have a pan big enough. I don't have a wok, right? I think if you had a wok, you could cook the raw flour tortillas in the wok, right? You just plop it down in there, flip it over. I think that would work. Maybe would a wok work? It's going to be the most expensive enchiladas ever. Cream cheese and regular cheese. Natalie, thank you. I would have forgotten that. Cream cheese. We've got the cacique Hispanic cheese. I might look at what the Mexican cheese blend is and then buy those individual cheeses and grate them myself. Valerie C. Cacique Ranchero Fresh Queso Fresco Cheese, 10 ounce. Okay, we're looking at that. Do you have a griddle like for pancakes? I do, but it's small. Like it can fit like 2 4-inch pancakes, so it's probably only like 8 inches across. Maybe if you pour pancakes very neatly, you could cook 8 at a time, and there you end up with a pancake. It's not really a pancake. It's like it's smaller. I think pans should be big, right? Pancakes is like flapjacks. You can only fit one of those on there. Grating takes time. That's what the food processor is for. I will grate my own cheese. You guys convinced me. Do I need onions? I might need a flat pan. I need onions. Purple, white, or yellow are our options. Or I guess we could do green as well. What onions do we use on this? Yes, we are going to the Walmart that is literally on Hooker Road. I kid you not. That's where we're going. We'll be live there shortly. To get to Walmart, you drive down the safe road, which is 11. You turn right on Greenville Boulevard. You drive past Hooters and the smoke shop till you get to Hooker Road. You turn left on Hooker Road and then you hang a right at Walmart. That's how I get to the murder Walmart. White onions. White onions is the way to go. White and garnished with green. How big are these trolleys in Walmart? We might need 2. White onion. How many onions? White onions are usually like softball size. So 1 of those, right? Or 2. Do you live in a brothel town? You'd think so. Did you just say Hooters? I did. They went out of business. It's pretty bad when Hooters can't even, yeah. It's a rough area, I tell you. It's really rough. I am getting pickles. I know you guys don't want them in the mix. I'm getting SMB pickles. Red for salsa, green for garnish, white for cooking. Green onions. White onion, green onion. Two on the onions. The green onions, I guess, just a bunch. There's a lot of ingredients, you guys. Do you actually write a list or make one on your phone? I'm typing it up right now. I'm typing it on my computer, which I will then forward to my phone, which I won't be able to see because I'll be live streaming on. So I'll basically depend on you guys to remind me. Hatch Valley green pepper flakes. I already have these. I ordered these. They arrived on Sunday. It is a lot of onion. You never said there was a pirate outside your Walmart. There is. There's a pirate outside, and there are police trailers everywhere with cameras and lights. What about seasonings? I think I have seasonings covered. I will grate the cheese myself, print the list. If I can find some paper, I will. Josh, you're still dreaming. We didn't actually mention those things. Enchilada sauce. Is that on there? How did I miss the enchilada sauce? Oh, green chili sauce. It's on there. You need to take a young one with you. I won't. It's not safe. I kid you not. I'm not joking. People have been abducted, and this is not a joke. People have been abducted from this Walmart. It's a scary place.
Call from Helena Handbasket.
Helena Handbasket, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm taking my life in my hands, about to go shopping. So we'll see in a little bit.
I see that. I may have missed it, but are you making your own sour cream sauce to top them off with?
This is new to me. Sour cream sauce? What is this?
Oh, no.
I've never made enchiladas. This is the first for me. So
I have a recipe for green chili chicken enchiladas with a homemade sour cream sauce to top them off with.
I like sour cream with burritos. I like sour cream with tacos. I think I'll like it with enchiladas. Tell me just the sauce
Oh, it's
part.
the best. It's the best with the Hatch green chili chicken enchiladas.
So what's the sauce? Can you spill the beans? See what I did there?
I can. It's been a little bit since I made these enchiladas, so I don't remember it quite off the top of my head. It's not labor intensive, but it will require you to stand over the stove stirring while it does its thing. But you can do that while the enchiladas are in the oven and then pour it on top when you pull them out. I can send you the recipe. I'll have to dig through my recipe box and find it for you.
Okay. I'll get some sour cream. Is there anything else that might be key just for the sauce that I might need to get at the store?
I think so. I'll run and do that real quick. I'm fixing to clock out for break anyway. So I'll run and do that real quick and send a picture of it to the burner.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you, Helena Handbasket. Appreciate the tip.
All right.
All right. We'll see you. Bye. Okay. This is all coming together beautifully. I wouldn't have it any other way. So we're moments away from going on a shopping trip that will just be awesome. Let's see. Rotary cheese grater with handle, food shredder with 5 well-designed blades and strong suction base, round mandolin slicer, and vegetable grater for kitchen. 1 bonus blades, storage box, retro green. That sounds like avocado when they say retro green. This is at Walmart. See if your Walmart has this grater in stock. It's pulling it up right now. Oh, this looks like my salad shooter. But mine has a motor. You just flip the switch, you plug it into the wall, and it goes, and it spits everything out the end. It's this. You can't see it very well, but that's what it is. Hand crank. He has all the attachments. 5 different blades. Mine has 1. You just get what you get. Okay, that's an interesting idea. Okay. How does that go? That's the sound it makes. It goes wah, 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 and it goes around. And if you push really hard on the cheese, because you can feed cheese in as fast as you can push it down with a little plunger, then it slows down a little bit. Are you using cheddar cheese or Monterey Jack? Josh, here's my plan. I'm going to look at the shredded cheese, the pre-shredded, to see what types of cheese are in it, and then I'm going to buy those cheeses in block form. Do not buy a hand mandolin. They're lethal. No way you'll eat before 10 tonight. We'll still be at the store at 10. Oh, man. Let's see. This is getting out of hand a little bit. Let's see. Seems like a lot of work. This is why you remember them, Valerie. You will remember these enchiladas. They're going to be good. Punch ingredients. Oh, throat punch. We need the throat punch. Let me get Jen in here real quick. 1 second. I think they're ignoring me. Pre-shredded is more expensive and tastes like sawdust. Fun fact, Parmesan, grated Parmesan, is mostly sawdust. Let's see. Throat punch, it's not going to, no alcohol. We don't do alcohol. But we will have throat punch. It'll be carbonated. Okay, let's see. Cheddar cheese and pepper jack cheese. That's a good mix. Nope. No, like mozzarella? Mozzarella? Sorry. Get my names mixed up. Wear a sombrero instead of a chef's hat. Seems like we're us here at home are having way too much fun swiping another's credit card. It's a business card. It's going to be okay. I'll just send it to the accountant and say, can you make everything match at the end of the year? Yeah, this is not coming out of the family budget. This is the business budget. I won't be able to buy any more equipment this month, but we're going to make enchiladas. Simply Nikki, member for 5 months. Welcome to the gallery. Lori Vallow wig. I would need like an industrial size hairnet to go with that wig. She has very long hair. Many cooks in the kitchen. Maybe I should just text the accountant just as a heads up to say, is this cool? With do you foresee any problems with the IRS with what I'm planning to do right now? Is the throat punch frozen concentrate with Sprite? No, but Sprite sounds good. Sprite or 7-Up is a good mix for throat punch. Sprite has a lot more carbonation, I think, than 7-Up. 7-Up, I think, has better flavor. Do you like avocados? I love them. We've had to talk about this. You were sleeping through this part, Josh, but we've talked about avocados this morning and how to choose. I don't think we need any avocados on this. Kitchen Chaos for the show name. We were going to do Kitchen Carnage or Carnage in the Kitchen. Let's see. Carnage in the Kitchen might be what we call it tonight. Do you have a backup plan, and who is cleaning up your mess? This guy. Homemade enchiladas, no cans, no soup. Rhonda, we might need to talk to your daughter. Hey, I hear Mrs. R.A. Hang on. I'm yelling like at the top of my lungs, and they're just ignoring me. I heard her walking down the stairs, which is like 10 feet outside the studio door, and she's not responding, which means she's probably watching chat and she's not on board. What time is the show? I think we're looking at 5 or 5:30 for a start time. Run before she sees her list. Alibi enchiladas? I could be dead in here. They wouldn't know. Hang on one second. Door is open now. Okay. Now the kids can all hear me. They're watching a movie, which means they tuned me out. I need mom in here. Okay. She's in the middle of math. I can't grab her. Okay. Alibi enchiladas that's pretty good. That's a pretty good name. We were going to go with killer, but I'll let my family vote. Okay. Send a banger of avocado sauce for the enchiladas to mod chat. Use it if you want, but I promise it is good. The problem I have with avocado sauce, Josh, and I love avocado. I'm all about guac, right? I love avocado. The problem I have is you need to have the avocado that's ripe, and so many times you have to buy the avocado and wait for it to be ripe to make the recipe. And I'm on a time crunch here, so I can't promise I do anything with avocado unless we find some that are perfect for today. The kitchen crime scene, that's also a great mix. Let's see. You could make a dish for every case we watch and then name them something true crime related to the case. Then end the year making a cookbook. Tom, I love that idea. Maybe you should start a channel. Are you a cook? You opened the door to continue yelling. I did. It didn't work. She's busy. She's doing math with the kids, and we don't interrupt that. I think that's it. Sour cream sauce is the best. Screaming goat in the kitchen. We'll bring the screaming goat into the kitchen. Crime Scene Kitchen was a TV show. Well, that one's out. Sorry, we can't steal a name. We'll get sued. Yep, thanks for the heads up. I don't want to incur the wrath of the lawyers. Big Dill's Killer Kitchen. Is Mrs. R.A. a teacher by trade? Her schooling is in business management. That's where she got her degree. But she has homeschooled our kids. Well, our oldest one is in his mid-20s, and she homeschooled him from like 5th or 6th grade on. And so she's been homeschooling everybody that long. So yes, she's a teacher by trade or by profession. And she's over here on YouTube as well. She hasn't done anything over there for a while. Maybe we'll dual stream to her channel as well. Is it too late? It might be too late to join the competition. She already has stuff up, but we're still making these. None of the rest are as good as mine. All right, I think we have everything we need. I've got the list. Apron, scissors, chef hat, hairnet, gloves, food processor, rotisserie chicken, cream of chicken, tortillas, flour, garlic, chilies, cilantro, green chili sauce, raw flour tortillas as well, cream cheese, cheese blend, a flat pan for the raw tortillas, white onion, spicy maple bourbon pickles, green onion, sour cream, and throat punch. Did I miss anything? Anyone who's made enchiladas, miss anything on the list? Tomatoes. Is it tomatoes or tomatillas? Do you have enough Mountain Dew? I've sworn off the Mountain Dew. Lime. Lime, says Rhonda. We need some lime. And not from a bottle. It has to be fresh squeezed. Limes. We got cilantro. I've got the seasoning already. Mortar and pestle to grind spices. My mom collects them. She has like 135 mortar and pestles. Every single one's different from all over the world. I don't think anyone has more mortar and pestles than my mom does. What are tomatillos? I think they're like green tomatoes. I missed. Why are we going to the murder Walmart? We're making enchiladas. Silent T. Amatillos. They're amatillos. Or is the second T silent? Tamaillos. All the T. Which T is silent, Corey? Tell your accountant this is an employee appreciation dinner and it's totally a write-off. Sounds like a hybrid hope for the best way of cooking. We're making a recipe, misconduct. So we're drawing inspiration from other people's recipes, but none of them are as good as what we have or what we will have. Season spice your sour cream with salt and pepper, enchilada spices. Well, what is an enchilada spice? Is it not just pepper flakes? Gotcha. Cream of chicken is cheating in a vial. If I don't use cream of chicken, is that what we have the cream cheese for? Is the cream cheese for making the same thing that cream of chicken would be used for? You don't put tomatoes in enchiladas. Green onions. Okay, I've got everything. Cumin and coriander. Paprika. I don't think we have these. Cumin. Coriander, paprika. Might have some paprika. Tomatillos. Oh, the L is silent. No flakes, no cans, no soup, no bottles, says Rhonda. I hear you, but I'm in North Carolina, and I can only make stuff with what we have. Killer Kitchen.
Helena Handbasket.
Helena Handbasket, how are you doing?
Good. I just sent a picture of the recipe to the burner.
Okay, awesome.
With instructions.
Okay. I see it right here. Looking. Oh, it's a handwritten recipe, so you know it's good. Okay. I have to blow it up so I can read it. Save the image to my phone. This is for the sour cream sauce only, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll pour it on the enchiladas before you bake them.
Butter, flour, chicken broth. Chicken broth is not the liquid at the bottom of the rotisserie chicken, is it?
No, that's too greasy.
Okay. Sour cream. You've got a can of green chilies diced. I'm just going to see if I can buy chilies. And fresh cilantro.
Fresh chilies will be fine too.
In large saucepan, melt butter, add flour. Cook and stir 1 minute. Add chicken broth. Whisk until smooth. Cook over medium heat till thick and bubbly. Stir in sour cream. Add green chilies. Salt and pepper to taste. Pour over enchiladas. Top with cheese. Bake 20 to 25 minutes. Top with cilantro. So cilantro goes on after you bake it, right?
Do what?
So cilantro goes on at the very end.
Yeah, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's a garnish, but it tastes good.
Okay, I'm adding whisk to my list. I might need a whisk.
I can't believe Mrs. Ray doesn't have a whisk.
She has a whisk, but when the way I whisk, I'm pretty serious about my whisking, and I may have damaged it. Because I thought it goes like this. Here in my mind, I'm thinking it says to whisk for like 3 minutes. I'm like, I bet I can get 3 minutes of whisking done in about 30 seconds if I'm really fast. And the whisk was not built for that. So
no.
So I need to probably replace the whisk.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
All right.
Okay. Well, good luck at the murder Walmart.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll see you.
All right. Bye.
All right. I think we're good. Tisha says, I just got off my interview and you're still here. Hope the interview went great. We've put together a shopping list. It's got everything we need and a few things we don't. I've got, believe it or not, we were almost at lunchtime. Garlic. Did we not have garlic on here? Oh, it's garlic. We'll get a garlic. Is it a bulb or a clove? I think the bulb has multiple cloves in it. We'll get the bulb. What time does the van pull out of the driveway? I'm not going to live stream the drive. Went well. Have second interview next Tuesday. That is awesome. A head of garlic. Head of garlic. Don't forget the chicken. Chicken is at Sam's Club. How soon do they have rotisserie chickens ready? Do they have them for lunch? We ran red lights live. We did. Nobody was there. It was, in my defense, this was the most residential of all red lights I've ever seen. Like, imagine houses for miles on little side streets with sidewalks and a red light in the middle of nowhere. It didn't belong there. It shouldn't be there. I ran it out of principle. My place has them ready at 9 a.m. Okay, that's good. Get some green chili sauce in a can for some spice. I'm going to get some green chili enchilada sauce, just in case. Guacamole for topping, also very yummy. I won't forget the chicken. Coriander is overkill. I need to smell it first. I wish they had like a sample jar you could smell of spices at the store, because you can't open those. Once you open it, you have to buy it. That's a rule. That's a rule I have, and it applies to everybody at the store when you go shopping. If you open it, you have to buy it. This applies to peanut butter. It applies to deodorant. Okay, it applies to perfume, paint cans, everything. All right. You know what time it is? It's time for me to get to work. I'm going to talk with Mrs. R.A. and make sure she's on board with all this. It might just be me tonight. I'll make a post. Tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe till we go live again, live from the Murder Walmart in Greenville, North Carolina, just off Hooker Road, within eyesight of the Hooters. We're going to be doing some shopping. So come with me. We're going to make some enchiladas. And what's the song say? Dang right, they're better than yours. Yeah, they're going to be so good. So good. This sounds like it's going to take hours. It is. I have to run. I've got to get busy. There will be no rest for me. No nap time this afternoon. You want to see the download of your phone roaming around Walmart? You're going to see the live video stream of me roaming around Walmart. I will be live from my phone in Walmart. It's going to be great. Don't forget your phone. I won't. I call shotgun. All right, you guys, we'll see you. We're going to go shopping. We're making enchiladas tonight. It'll be live on the stream. Probably we'll know the time we start. I'm thinking 5 o'clock, starting the enchilada stream. But I've got a lot of things to do, so we'll see you guys in a little bit. Are we there yet? No! Shut up. Don't make me turn this van around. Guys, we'll see you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.